Good morning. How you doing? It's a brand new day. So, I am returning from Boule. I have Boule'd, parlayed, escapades, all the things. I am finally semi-recovered. But it was a great time. It's my first Boule. As some of y'all know, I am a part of the founder women of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, and cross fall of 2024. So my first Boule. It was such a great experience, great learning experience, collaboration, meeting sorors from all over the place, and being in the atmosphere. I took my mom with me. If y'all know, if you know, you know. My mama is my shadow. She is everywhere I'm at. When I go somewhere and she is not there, people are asking me, "Where is mama?" And she is looked for. She's loved. And some people get upset, honey. But my mother is not a Zeta or a Mikai, so she went just for, some time away and retreat. But she loved just being in the atmosphere. She was at the Gaylord with me on the first day, and to just be in the place and see all the sorors coming through and the love that was there. And me and my brother was inducted into the Legacy Club, Talent Cleaver Legacy Club. So that was a big deal. And we were just talking, because it was vendors on top of vendors there. So we was talking, and she gave me some money one day to go to the vendors and get some items. Excuse me. Been fine all morning. Now all of a sudden. But anyway. And I was like, oh, it's like when the Scholastic book store would come and we would go to the book fair, and she's like, you gonna have a budget? Your brother gonna have a budget? But she gave me some money to get something for him. We had picked up some things for him before he arrived, because he came at the end of the week. But in that conversation, she was saying that when we were younger, she wasn't able to, get us different things she wanted to, and now that she's able, she, wants to spoil us how she can. And y'all, let me not get emotional. My mom took such good care of us as kids, even on a small amount of money. I knew we didn't have all the things that other kids had, but I had a good childhood. I had a great childhood growing up. I didn't go to McDonald's and Burger King all the time, or I didn't, participate in all these things. But I didn't grow up in the projects, and y'all, I'm not bashing the projects. Don't think I'm saying it. But my mom was intentional to make sure that we were in a healthy environment, and that we grew up in a good space. And not that she didn't worry about us, but she did not want us to be in a place where she had to worry more. So, she scraped and saved and went without so we could be in a house in a good neighborhood. And so, I appreciate that. I always knew that when my birthday came and Christmas came, she was going to show out. And I was going to get my Cabbage Patch Kid, and I'm going to have my birthday cake or whatever. My grandparents helped. My aunt helped. We didn't walk around with 10 pair of Jordans. I had 1 pair of Jordans. I got them for Christmas, and 2 windbreaker outfits. Like, that was my whole Christmas. I was fine with it. That's what I wanted. But I cherish those things, and I think that's because I love the experiences that I have now as an adult. I didn't have all that stuff and didn't expect it, so I appreciate things more. And so I love taking her places and giving her other experiences. But it also, in that conversation, me reflecting on that, made me just think about how God's grace and mercy is, and his peace. Because even in times where things don't look the greatest, it could be feeling kind of bleak in certain moments, when you have the joy of God, you have a relationship with God, and you have his peace, you can still have a good life. Even if things aren't working out how you thought it would, or it doesn't seem how it should be, or you don't have all the things that you want, you can still have a good life. So I know I went around the world to say that, but I was gonna say it because I'm giving my honor to my mom in that, but in the reflection of how good God is. So you can have peace, you can have joy, even if you don't have everything that you want or you desire. That don't mean you won't have it. It may not be the season or the time for you to have it, but you still can have joy. I pray y'all have a blessed day.